just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Always got some breathing room.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Look at me. Go.
Hey, switch gears.
Step.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, Charlie.
Front 9. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Watch the 5 on the 50.
Now Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston now. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm going back to you.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
59. You.
Check 52.
Check.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Drop deep. Watch the edge.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Ready. Blue ready.
Watch the roll.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Landry, the intended target. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set. 70. Indy.
Let's get the ball.
Check 52.
He'll drop to throw. Now he steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Wait. Check 50, easy. Check 52, come on. There we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one.
Come on now, let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Double time.
Winston. And he finds Howard complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Following the interception, Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Hey, 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 hey. Good edge. Go.
Pilot, 64, win.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready? Blue 80.
52. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, some strong running. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
So now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Check right, check right.
To throw, Winston. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Come on, D.
5.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to number 24. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check. 57's the right.
Again, it's Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. I'm here all day.
They'll throw again. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Dobbins. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on, baby. Hey, exit. Now.
2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Ready, Blue lady. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Green, triple T. Let him go. Watch it, go.
Winston now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Black 25.
All day. All day. Sponge.
White.
No.
Winston now from the 50. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
All day. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
First down, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
He's checking. Crash.
Topper! Topper!
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90, Wolf.
No. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Check.
Protein spill. Go. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And Diggs has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
That's another Vikings first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Smith here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Take 4. Take 4.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and some space here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Big trip. Big trip.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey, stop.
You got time.
Jameis again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, alert 3.
Come on. Sunday.
To the air again with Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 36-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Check. Fresno.
Wait. Here we go.
Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Ready. Black 22 behind.
Check 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 4. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out. Back. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
59. Watch the run. Deuce.
Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
You ready?
Check, 59, 59. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. 59 is marked.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Matt Wild now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Green, double T.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Get that ball. Get that
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. A gain of 3, second down.
Ball carried by number 26. Ronald Darby brought him down. A 3-yard pickup.
Ready?
Brings up
8-3.
second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
5.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Get ready. Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Oh, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today if they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Check 43. Say.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Able to find Shaheen here. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the 38-yard line.
got nothing yet. You got nothing.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready? Blue light. Yeah, I got you.
Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.